Namaskar. Myself Dr. Ismail Kumar Mishram, Department of Sociology and Social Work, Bharati Vishwavidyalaya, Durg, Chhattisgarh, welcomes you all in today's lecture of research methodology. Today we will discuss on this topic of inductive and deductive method. Broadly in social researches, we use these both methods and the perspective which is related to it, which is related to inductive approach and which is related to deductive approach. So, in this lecture, we have some few subtitles of our both the topics, inductive and deductive. In the field of inductive method, we will focus on these subtitles. The first one is specific example to generalization. A specific example to generalization. The second one is tangible to intangible. Tangible to intangible. Next is particular to general. Particular to general. Next is example to formula. Example to formula. The next is direct experiencing. Direct experiencing. The next is repetition at many times. Repetition at many times. The next is generalization after observation. Generalization after observation. In deductive method, we will focus on these subtitles. General to specific example. General to specific example. Intangible to tangible. Intangible to tangible. General to particular. General to particular. Formula to example. Formula to example. Next is scholars perform researches through principle, formula, rules, laws, etc. Scholars perform researches through principles, formula, laws, rules. Okay, so let's start today's discussion. In social researches, we use this both method in the manner how one scholar can approach his research topic according to the nature of the research topic, whether the inductive method is applicable or the deductive method is applicable. So, according to the nature of your particular research topic, you have to decide the method of inductive or deductive research methods. Okay. So first we will discuss on inductive method, the inductive approach in social researches. The inductive approach is a specific example to generalization. Its moving is towards a specific example to generalization. The sociology is more understandable with examples. We will discuss an example, then you will perfectly able grasp over it, the concept of inductive method. So, listen, if a foreigner scholar is coming to study about Indian society, he will come. Maybe he will come to Delhi and he started his study about Indians. With the peoples of Delhi, he start his observation and his interview schedule, which is held, which he is prepared for the study of Indian society. He studied 20 peoples in Delhi, and each people he was trying to know about whether they are vegan or non-vegan, whether the Indians are vegan or non-vegan. Imagine he has studied 20 people and all the 20 people are vegan. By consequence, they are vegan. It is just a consequence. And in this coincidence, he studied 20 people and he was in hurry. He do not get much time and more time to study more people. He studied 20 to 25 people and in hurry he back to his country and his university. And then in his university he has generalized a theory about Indians that the Indians are vegan. I am not saying that his generalization is right or wrong, or we are not moving in this direction. We are just having an example to understand about this topic of inductive method. So, what he has does a generalization, a theorization with specific examples, with studies of specific example. Okay, so that kind of method, when we go through a specific example to generalization, this method is called inductive method. Okay, next. In inductive method, we go tangible to intangible phenomena. You know what is tangible phenomenon and what is intangible phenomenon? The tangible phenomenon is such as which you can observe with your five senses. We have five senses. And the thing which we can observe with our five senses is called tangible phenomenon. And the thing which cannot observe, it may be a particular physical thing, or it may be some other kind of things which are related to our culture and our civilization. It may have different kind of nature, but if you can observe it with your five senses, then this thing is tangible. And if you cannot observe a thing with your five senses, then the thing is intangible. Okay, that is the clear-cut difference between tangible and intangible. So, in inductive method, we are going tangible things to intangible things. Okay, just like that. The person has which the example we are discussing now, that the foreigner is studying 20 to 25 persons and all the persons are vegan. So he has generalized a theory for a vast continent peoples, like our country is a vast continent, and only with a few examples which are coincidentally same kind of nature, he developed the theory that Indians are vegan. So he made out of tangible phenomena an intangible theory. Try to understand. He made an intangible theory out of tangible and observable examples study. That is the process in inductive method. Next is particular to general. In inductive method, we go particular things, particular peoples, particular respondent to generalization for all the society, for some particular group or some particular sect or some particular caste or some particular tribe or some particular area. Whichsoever is our topic for study and for research, we go through particular example to generalization about that particular social research unit or part of the society which we are studying. Okay, I think you are getting it. The next is example to formula. Remember that example which we are discussing? The foreigner is studying Indian society, whether the Indian society is vegetarian or non-vegetarian. So that person has gone through the examples and he developed a formula. Okay, so in inductive method we study specific examples and generalize a theory about a vast group of peoples or other kind of social unit or part. Okay, next, direct experience. In inductive method, the scholar himself or herself go to the particular study area, and in that study area with the related people he study the people directly. He observed the people and the thing directly and he studied directly. So in inductive method it must contains the characteristics of direct experience. Okay. The next thing is repetition at many times. So in inductive method the scholar may repeat the same process of study to many examples, to many things, to many respondents. Okay, so repetition may be there in inductive method when the scholar is studying any social unit or social group. He may repeat the same study method with a specific different kind of examples. So in inductive method we say that the repetition at many levels, at many times is possible in our inductive method researches. Okay. The next is generalization after observation. We have discussed that in inductive method the observer, the researcher, the scholar himself go to the research area, to the particular related people which are the part of his research topic, and he uses the method of observation. He directly experiences the situation and the people which he is studying for his research work. So he put and he performed the generalization only after direct observation. So in inductive method we have to go to the field area and experience and observe the concerned people or respondent directly and study that particular specific examples of the people, and then we develop the theory and generalize a statement about our research topic or research area. Okay. Next, we look upon deductive method. In deductive method, we can say it is just look like opposite to inductive method in the manner of the approach of study. So in deductive method, we are go to general to specific example. We goes general to specific example. So in deductive method, remember, a scholar start through some kind of theories, some kind of rules, some kind of formulas related to his particular society which he is studying, and particular research area and particular topic which is concerned with his research scenario. So researcher is having a particular theory to test. So performing the test for his theory or formula or principle, he is going to the research area, going to the concerned paper, which may be a sample size and samples for his research area and particular research subject. He go to test and he go to experiment the established rules or principles or theories and perform the social research. So in deductive method we can say researcher is going to the generalized theory to a specific example. He is retesting, he is reperforming the research with the specific theory and principle, and he tested and experiments the theory and the principle and the law or maybe some social rule to the particular persons, respondents, and this process is generalization to a specific example. And after the study according to the deductive method, we can say that particular principle or law or formula or theory is really applicable at present scenario, at contemporary time, or it is out of date. If imagine if it is out of date, it is not reality at this time, at this contemporary time in that particular research area. You can say that it is out of dated principle or theory or law. The society doesn't need it, and we must demolish that idea and that principle in the order to increase good progress of our social system and social structure. The researcher may offer this kind of ideas and through the conclusion of his social research with the help of deductive method. Okay, I think you are getting it. The next is deductive method goes intangible to tangible things. So you can say a theory, a formula, a law is an intangible thing. Okay. It is intangible. The society itself is intangible. When a social process goes on, then only you can experience the social structure or the social system. Otherwise, you will always meet an individual person. You never meet society. The society is an intangible thing. You cannot grasp it by your senses. You can only experience it while the social process is running. Then only you can understand, and then only you can observe the social system or social structure. It is the reality of this. Okay. So in deductive method, we are going to intangible things to tangible things. How? We are testing a particular theory or particular principle. We go to the people, we are testing this theory, and to intangible theory, we are studying real individual people. They are tangible. So this is the conclusion that deductive method goes intangible to tangible, just opposite to the inductive method. In inductive method, we are studying tangible people and we go to the intangible generalized theory or principle. Okay, next. Look, in deductive method, we are going general to particular. Okay, you are testing a general theory, a generalized theory or established theory which is already established in the field of social researches or sociology or social work. You are testing it with concerned people of which kind of objectives you have made and which kind of topic you have for your research topic, and you are testing that established theory or established principle or social norms or laws to the people which may have related to this research topic. And in this method, you see, we are going general to particular, general theory to particular individual, which are the respondent for our research topic, which the research topic of yours is in the testing phase in the deductive method. Okay. The next thing is formula to example. In deductive method, we are going to formula to example. This is our method. We are going formula to example. We are going theory to generalize to particular specific persons for testing it, for an experiment over it, or this is contemporary or not, or it is established theory is useful or not, or the established principle or law is useful or not, or it is benedictory for the social system, or it is an obstacle for our social progress. We have studied these things in deductive method. So, in deductive method, we are studying formula and test the formula, and with specific examples, the persons which we are studying are examples in concern to this topic, and in this manner we are testing the formula through studying the example respondent in our social researches. Okay. The next one is scholars perform research through principle, formula, rules, laws. Whichever kind of established theory or principle or laws you want to study, you begin with it. So, in deductive method, we begin with the idea of testing or experiment a established theory, principle, formula, rules or law. Whichever social law or formula or theory or principle you want to test, you go through the help of deductive method to the particular research area and perform the testing and experiment for your research topic. So, these are the details of inductive and deductive method we have discussed today on this topic. I think you grasp it what we have discussed. So in next lecture we will discuss another important topic which is related to social researches. Thank you for listening and observing.